everyone. Welcome to Advanced Healing. This is your chance you've got my time. I wanted to answer your questions today, and I wanted to tell you about what advanced healing is through the body whispering modality and what's about to happen, which is the certified practitioner training coming up this week. So before we do that, I wanted you to get back into conversation or communion with your body, because one of the things that's been happening is we get really caught up in life. We get really caught up in the things we want to do, and we actually don't recognize when we start to become disconnected from ourselves, and we get very caught up in our heads. And one of the greatest facilitators that you have at all times is your body. Okay, we've got our body, we've got nature, and we've got the ability to go from being outwardly focused to inwardly focused. And that is where our power lies. And this is how we can start to create really empowered lives and start to become very good at being healers for ourselves. And facilitating healing is when we pick up on that nuance of when we have made that shift from being sovereign, being aligned, being in our energy and working in alignment with energy, and taking those practical steps, listening to the whispers of our body, listening to the whispers of energy, as opposed to when we've suddenly become externally focused. We're being run by stress, we're being run by external events, we're being run by external people, comments, and situations in our lives. So do this with me for 1 second. Just take a nice deep breath in. Breathe all the way out. Completely relax. If your shoulders are up near your ears, I just want you to bring them down. I want you to just rotate your shoulders a couple of times. I want you to just connect in with yourself and say, hey, how are you doing? Check in with yourself, okay? And allow yourself to realize energetically where you've been on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not connected and feeling strong in who you are, and 10 feeling very strong and very connected to who you are. The more we advance in healing work as healers, as practitioners, that doesn't happen, or it cannot happen without advancing. Like, the integrity of that can't really happen without you advancing in your own ability to work with yourself and to govern yourself and to feel like you are advancing in your personal development as a being, as a conscious being, as a human being, as a physical being, as a spiritual being. Okay. And with talking about advanced healing, and it's one of my favorite things, it's my favorite journey to be on. It's what we're here doing, is we're going through the journey of having greater embodiment, right? We're going through the journey of going from being amateurs or feeling ill-equipped or not having resilience and having ownership for our life, feeling empowered in our life and being able to change things energetically, physically, practically, money, job, relationships, whatever you want to call it, working with your body, feeling like your body is your friend, feeling like you have conversation with your body, as opposed to how when we're born into like the programming of society, of this reality, a lot of that is stripped away from us. By the time you're 10, 15 years old, you've had programming take over. And even if you were a very in tune and aligned child, a very in tune and aligned baby, what happens is we get taught that that's not actually the way to be. There's not a lot of education around that. So advanced healing working with others as an advanced healer is also about the re-education and the re-embodiment of yourself in your most powerful form. And for us with body whispering, when we talk about the different stages of being a practitioner, we have body whispering, the 2-day class, which makes you our initial practitioner. We have the advanced class, which makes you a certified practitioner. You can then work with groups as well as individuals. You have greater training within our class on those complex cases, those situations where you might feel like you don't have the information you need when you've just done the basic class. So situations like trauma, abuse, lifelong illness, really recurrent or post-traumatic stressful situations that your clients are dealing with. And then finally, we have facilitators training. Facilitators training is 4 days. It is not only 4 days, it is going deep into really understanding facilitation as well as your own embodiment in this area of how do you be an expert in being the master, being the creator, being connected to source and to the things that you need to have access to feel empowered in your life. There is also a congruence that's required in you to take these results to that next level as well for your clients. There is a willingness that's required for you to go there and for you to be self-actualized and empowered about who you are and the corners you still have, or the shadows you might still have, or the places where you have not yet done the work. And then finally, there is the letting go of everything that is not true. We function so much from that which is not true as much as that which is true. So letting go of all the things like ego, like pretense, like a lack of authenticity, like feeling like you have to be a certain person that shows up in a particular way or talks in a particular way in order to get results, okay? And this is all conditioning. The more healed you become, the more empowered you become, the more realized you become in the physical plane of you as a master of your own life, the more healed you will be in your own life, the greater you can facilitate healing for others, and the more you don't have to do or be anything else except your authentic self. You facilitate healing, okay? You don't have to feel responsible for the healing, but your skills in being able to facilitate it become greater and greater and greater. It's very exciting to watch. It's very empowering to go on that journey. And for a lot of us who are experienced practitioners and facilitators in many, like through many years, through professions, through multiple modalities, one of the things that happens is we take from all of the wonderful learnings and we can let go of everything that is not true for us and does not serve us. And we become this very authentic walking expression of the energy that's required to create your greatest life and to be an inspiration and an excellent facilitator to create and facilitate this healing and embodiment in other people's lives as well. So that is an introduction to this concept of advanced healing. I haven't yet talked about the quantum healing aspect, which I'll go into in a minute. You guys might have seen that. You might have some questions around that. But I will open up for questions. Does anyone have a question? Would you like to raise your hand or would you type into the chat, please? Okay, I only did basic body whisperings. Okay, that's a great question. Miriam is basically asking about the prerequisites. You do need to do 2 body whispering classes in order to attend the certified practitioner training. That is because there is so much nuance and energy in each and every class. Doing one, you will feel out of your depth jumping into CP class and then facilitating groups. You're going to jump from facilitating one-on-ones to facilitating groups. Now, having said that, there is one option that you have. We have just had a class called Quantum Healing. It was only 2 weeks ago. It was an excellent class, and it is the most up-to-date body whispering class on the energy and the information required to facilitate. And so if you're missing one class, you can purchase that class. You can listen to the recordings. You can then commit to doing the swaps and still doing your body whispering practice sessions, but it will give you the ability to then pay for and join certified practitioner training, participate in certified practitioner training, and then you have about 5 months to practice both together and to really step into your role as a certified practitioner before we have facilitated training in March 2024. So anyone that needs that class has also been translated into Arabic, so you can purchase that. And for everyone where that would be your second, like your requirement, that's on repeat pricing. So if you're missing one class, you'd get that class at repeat price, and it's available in English and in Arabic. So if that's the case, please let us know. And Rashmi will send you the link to be able to purchase that class. Okay, Divya. Go ahead. Oh, could you unmute yourself? Hi, Divya, can you hear me? Try that now. You were just unmuted. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, thank you. So I registered for the advanced CP class, but there's just one clarity I wanted to know is that I've been doing a session for somebody around 3-4 days back, and she messaged me that I'm feeling worse after the session. So I just texted her that maybe something has come up and just let it go, let it be, let it release. So what else can be what else can be done in situations like this?
Okay, so the first thing I'd ask is, I would ask a few more questions, like tell me what you mean by worse, and tell me why you think, like, what's your interpretation of it going on. So Rashmi, I'm just going to, for example, use you, please. So Rashmi's had a session with me. Maybe it was an amazing session. Maybe we went to different universes. We've come back 2 days later. Rashmi's like, Adela, I feel terrible. Like, I feel worse after that session than better. Like, what? And unfortunately, whether they mean it or not, they're going to say something like, what did you do? Or why is this happening? Or why do I feel this rather than better? Right now, again, remember, and this is part of advanced healing and training, the ability to stay in your energy, the ability to stay in your awareness, and the ability to be there with complete compassion as their practitioner, but without ego or the need to defend. So when anyone says something like that to me, I'm not like, I didn't do anything, or nothing's wrong, or you need to receive, or something, whatever. I like immediately just go to our facilitation skills. So I'd be like, okay, so what do you mean? Like, what are you feeling? So I'll let her say, I've got a really bad headache. I feel really uncomfortable, and I don't know who I am anymore. Okay, for example, she might say those 3 things. And then my next question would be like, okay, and what do you think this is about? Or what would you, like, what's the connection that you're making? At this point, depending on who Rashmi is, that she might have done a lot of work in her previous, in her lead up to, getting to that session. So she might be quite advanced in her understanding, and she might come back to me and say, I think I'm very uncomfortable because this is a new space for me. I think that I'm overthinking this and I'm getting a headache and my body's not doing well with what we've accessed in this, like the possibility that we've accessed in the session, I'm kind of not taking that on, like I'm kind of rejecting going to where we were able to go to in the session that felt amazing, but now I'm like hovering between the two. That's one opportunity. And then you go, okay, amazing, Rashmi, like just your awareness of that is you're halfway there. What I encourage you to do is not put pressure on yourself to get this perfect or for it to feel a certain way. If you need another session, feel free to book in so we can help you integrate this better. But what you'll find is the more you listen to the whispers, like this is all about you following what your body needs. Your body might need you to drink more water. It might need you to spend some alone time. It might need you to blah, blah, blah. And you can give her that advice. Now, what advice would you give her? The information you get from body whispering, like when you tap into her.
That's true.
The awareness you get, not what you think you should be saying, number one. The other option is Rashmi hasn't done a lot of work. This is Rashmi's first ever energy session. Rashmi's completely freaked out and she now thinks that she now has migraines when before she didn't, okay? So this is where education is our friend. And again, it's with empathy, without ego, but also without blame on either party. You haven't done anything wrong. They haven't done anything wrong. It's going through an education process. How many of you here have ever had a facial or a beauty treatment? And you have been told, look, expect your face to be red. Don't put makeup on your face for the next 24 hours. Don't go have a hot shower or sit in a sauna for 24 hours after your facial. And it's okay if you have a little bit of reaction or peeling. That is the process. In that same way, as practitioners, we are responsible for educating our clients, not to expect that a result where they feel uncomfortable, but if they come back to you and they feel uncomfortable, to again first start with the question, what do you mean, what's happening, why do you think that's happening? If they have no idea, they're going to say, I don't know, this is my first ever session with anyone of this kind. You'll say, okay, cool, let's talk about this. So, you know, in your session, you asked for blah, blah, blah. And we kind of worked with the whispers of your body, the universe. We're doing energy work to create this. One of the things that happens is it opens you up into having more space, more energy, and more information available to you than before. That might feel uncomfortable for you. You might feel like you don't know how to interact with all the awareness that you're now able to access. So that might result in the physical symptom of having a headache or getting a migraine or feeling like your head is tight or overwhelmed or whatever. Okay. So again, talking them through what's happening, giving them some options around the physical things they can do to support their body, the energetic tools they can use to support their body, and if it's appropriate, recommending that they come in and continue to see you to be supported, because like anything else, you want to change your skin, you want to change your weight, you want to change your health. It's not a one-hit wonder when it's their first ever session. So we need to be empowering and making them understand that being supported is a choice that they have, and it's not that we are doing it because we want to keep charging them money. We're doing it because it's responsible of us to offer them ongoing support while they're making, for some people, the biggest changes in their life that they've ever wanted to make.
Thank you so much. I've had some wonderful feedbacks, but there are complaints.
Of course,
okay, I can understand.
I love this, and we're all the same. We're going to have 9 amazing feedbacks, and we'll get one where someone says, "Oh," and that's the one that kind of makes us feel really, it goes into doubt for ourselves, and that's
absolutely.
That's good, because it means we're human. It means we're empathetic and we still care. We're not saying, "Oh, well, that's your problem, not my problem." It means that you're taking responsibility. And again, this is something we go into in the advanced healing class, the CP class. We're going to go into your education process before and after sessions, how to hold space for greater results, and how to facilitate in more difficult cases. So until now, again, you might not have had the information of what might be going on in more complex cases, or how to respond or educate in those instances. So we're going to go into that in the CP class that you've already signed up for. So that's fantastic.
And there's one more thing I would like to ask you. Like I do a lot of body whispering sessions. I do for myself, for others also. I do a lot of body whispering. So there are times when the energy hits you, and like you get a psychic attack. So how do you shield yourself for that? So I would like you to just draw some light on that also.
Sure. We'll again, we'll go into that in class, but primarily, like, this is our standard responses. Body whispering, when we work with body whispering energy, it has, first of all, protection, for lack of a better word, built into it. So it's never to do with the energy of body whispering. However, before or after or from a particular person, you might feel like energy or projection or whatever. One of the things that's important for you to understand is what your belief system is around that. So again, I'm not saying it doesn't exist or it's not true, but what we do is give it a lot of power. Okay. Oh, I've been psychically attacked. Oh, this is affecting me, my life. This person is more powerful than me. This person is attacking me. Bad things are happening to me. No, you're very, very powerful, first of all. And you have the ability to, if you're energetically aware enough to know that that is happening, you're also energetically aware enough to tap in, use your body whispering tools, use your session to go in, clean up the energy around you, ground yourself, connect to that, your own power, and be empowered to know that nothing and no one can mess with you if you don't let them. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, wonderful. Okay, lovely questions. You guys are doing great. I want, yes, I've got a couple more minutes. So quantum healing, what is quantum healing? What are we going to be talking about? What is the next step happening in certified practitioners? Not only is certified practitioner training the next step in the modality, the whole modality, all of body whispering classes, sessions, manuals have been upgraded with something called quantum healing. Quantum healing is this concept, I'm going to call it a concept, or it's the information about how you are working with energy at an advanced level, i.e. you're working in the quantum field, how to tap in and to understand what's happening. You're not responsible for whether it happens or not. How it happens is it's already built in to the session, it's already built into the energy. We're already seeing the results, hearing about the results and working with the results for the last however many months. We've had amazing feedback. Some of you were at the last 2-day class, and not only have you said amazing things about the class, but our facilitators who've been facilitating, so not just me, but our other facilitators who are doing sessions and classes, reporting amazing speed, amazing results with sessions. So you're already working with this energy when you're working with body whispering. The difference is your understanding of something can help or hinder or speed up or slow down the process. Okay, so when we know what is happening or what to do and how to take advantage of it, how to work with it rather than against it, it will again take your results to the next level. So in the CP class, and it's exciting because one of the main things you learn in the CP class is how to facilitate for groups and how you can deliver what 20 people need, 100 people need, 200 people need at the same time. And when you're doing that with quantum healing energy added or in the quantum field, with your understanding of how you're doing that, it makes your job even easier. It makes your sessions even more powerful, and it's going to make you an even more effective leader in this work. So it's very exciting. And we're going to be going into your understanding and your embodiment of working with this energy in the quantum field, helping your clients receive faster results and greater results, and being able to work with more people at the same time. And best of all, feeling less and less responsible for that, not from an irresponsible place, but like I said, without attachment, without ego, without control. One of the things we need to embody is when we're working as a vessel for very high frequency energy, is we do need to surrender to that process and surrender to doing it in not only the safest way possible, but delivering what our participants need, what our clients need, not what we want to deliver or think we should deliver. So this is all about having that confidence in your work, in yourself, in the skills you're going to learn in this class, so that you become a really wonderful advanced practitioner, that your sessions, your classes, your even your communication is reflective of your advanced healing status. Like you're doing the work, you're doing the practice, you're coming to this class. We want to make sure you get the benefit of that. And we're starting to really see those results come through. We're starting to get amazing feedback. And so it's really exciting to now take this to the next level with you guys. Any questions? Questions on the chat? Questions on Zoom? Anyone have a question? Okay, are we good? So here's the things that I think you need to know. Oh, Rush, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Adila, there's a lot of them who've been asking me the roadmap. Would it be okay for you to run it through once? Yeah,
absolutely. I actually have it here and I could probably share it on the screen. Give me 1 second, guys. Always asking me to do technology live. You're asking for problems, but that's okay. In the meantime, any other questions while I get the roadmap up? We have the class translated live into Arabic. We have a satellite venue happening in Ahmedabad in India. And Rush, do you know what the questions in particular are about the roadmap? I've got it here, so I'll just bring it up. Hang on.
It's mostly like, okay, since how many years since we have to have this CP repeated and things like that.
Here we go. Alrighty, so guys, your roadmap, or like everything in one handy dandy visual, is here for you. Okay, so you are, or hopefully you've done, or you're thinking about being a practitioner at least. That means you've done one of our body whispering classes, or you're thinking about. This is our signature 2-day class. This is where you're going to learn body whispering session for yourself and also for others. You can then use it for paid work. You can do it for free on your family members and friends. You can use it every day for yourself. There are no prerequisites to doing the 2-day body whispering class, the standard class. The price on that range is $599 to $699. It's $599 with our facilitators. If you do a class with me, until this year, it's been $699. We've already had the final class of the year. So like I said, if you want to do that class or you require one more class, you can purchase the one we've just had in September. If you are repeating that class, the price goes down to $499, regardless of if you do the repeat with me or with another facilitator. Remember, you will need 2 classes to progress on to the next class. So this becoming just a body whispering practitioner allows you to provide one-on-one sessions in person or via distance. It gives you the class manual, it gives you a certificate, it adds you to our body whisperers group. We have a WhatsApp chat, we have meetings every quarter. There is still ongoing support for you, okay? The next step, this is where we are right now. We're about to go into our certified practitioner training. There is one of those a year. This is it, okay? So it's 3.5 days. We're going to start on Thursday. So it's starting in a few days. We start with a half day on Thursday. We jump right into group sessions. I do a group session for you. We get the energy going. We start getting you used to working with bigger energy, holding more energy, going deeper into this work. This is where we also learn advanced healing concepts. So we go into things like money wounds, visibility wounds, childhood wounds, trauma, abuse, working with chronic cases, chronic illness, etc., etc. As mentioned, you need to have done 2 of these classes, at least one of them with me, one of the body whispering classes, to get to this class. The price for this is $15.99. If you've done this before, you want to repeat it, that's awesome. It's half price for you. It's $7.99. And if you want some payment options, there's actually 3 payment options for you on the registration page. You can pay in full, you can do a 2-part payment, you can do a 4-part payment, I think, or 3-part payment. So that's okay if you need some time to pay this class off. This certification allows you to provide one-on-one as well as group sessions. You should also notice like an increase in your facilitation skills and in the information and the education process you have when it comes to working with clients, working with more complex cases, seeing greater results in shorter periods of time in long-term cases. Clients who will increasingly say to you, I've seen everyone else, I've done everything else, I've worked on this for years. You're going to start being someone that can deliver results even in those more complex cases. This is held once a year currently, as I said, and if you just want to be a certified practitioner, like you do not want to proceed on to being a facilitator, that's fine. You can do this class once, and every 2 years we need you to redo it to hold on to your CP status, your advanced practitioner status. This also gives you a listing on our directory, like you're going to be listed on the Life Whispering Institute as an advanced practitioner. You have certified practitioner meetings, a certified practitioner WhatsApp group. You are supported more greatly in doing your work because we want to see you working with more and more people, because you are one of our advanced practitioners at this point. The final step to get from here to here is in a few months, we have our facilitator training. There is a gap between these 2 classes because ideally what you guys are going to be doing is practicing group sessions, practicing being paid to do more advanced sessions, practicing the embodiment of being an advanced practitioner before you jump into your 4.5-day facilitator class. This is our highest level of training. We go over a lot of things. We have half a day dedicated to your business and to your business growth. We have information and skills on how to facilitate every one of our offerings. So when you become a facilitator, you can do not just the 2-day class, you can do intro classes, you can do niche classes like specialty classes. You might want to do a 1-day class on body whispering and weight, or body whispering and healthy homes, or clearing past lives, or whatever it is. You're able to actually do that, and you're also able to do intro classes to promote yourself, and those can be free or paid so that you start getting people who want to do the full 2-day class with you. There is a whole lot of support with becoming a facilitator. You then get added to our directory. You will be, your classes are shared so that more people can find you and work with you. And we want to see you grow your business. To become a facilitator between the CP class and the facilitator training, there are a few things that you either need to do before or that you will need to do like once you've done the class, you need to do this to maintain your licensing for the year. So you do CP training, that is the prereq. Before or after you do that class, you need to do our business program that helps you run your facilitation business. It's very specific for healers, practitioners, and people in our industry around working on the most common blocks that you normally have in your business, and actually structuring your business in a way where your sessions, your timings, your client experience are actually helping you grow your business. You're not just doing this as a hobby. For those of you that want to do like real business with body whispering, the tools are going to be there for you. The support will be there for you. The business upgrade program is one of the requirements. Throughout the year, you will need to be a member of Life Whispering Club. This is where twice a month you have a live call with me. This is your own space for healing, facilitation, and coaching as a healer, practitioner, and facilitator. This is where we go into any other concepts you want to go into. This is where we talk about your client cases. This is where we talk about growing your business. This is where we talk about how you embody advanced healing energy, facilitator energy, body whispering energy, how to change your own life with it. So the prerequisites are all separate programs. Life Whispering Club, we're about to launch our annual Black Friday sale, so you will be able to join that at a discounted price for a year in advance. Or if you're already a body whisperer, you can join for $55 a month. If you're not a body whisperer, we have a general public price. The price for facilitators class is $2,500. Again, you can join from now, you can register. There's multiple payment plan options, pay in full, pay in half, pay in quarters, so that you can work your way up to being there. In order to renew or keep your facilitator license every year, there's two things required. The main two things is that you do one class with me in that year, whether it's a body whispering class or a CP class at the repeat price, so you can see any changes in energy and keep learning from me and how I facilitate. The second is to have your membership for Life Whispering Club stay current. That will give you access to renewing your facilitator training at the 50% off price. So once you become a facilitator, you've paid $2,500. Your ongoing facilitator classes will always be half of that. As I mentioned, that allows you to facilitate multiple classes in different formats. And in facilitator training, we actually go through and you practice all of those different formats. Same with certified practitioner training. It's not theoretical. It's when we say we're teaching you to work in groups, you're then going to be breaking off into groups and you're going to be doing group sessions online in the Zoom, okay? When we take you into facilitator training over 4 days, we teach you how to facilitate 4 different categories of classes or sessions. You're practicing doing that. It's not that you just go through a manual and then you have to go and practice that on your own for the very first time. We also help you with your business setup, your how to price things. Everything has a pricing recommendation. Everything has a admin support where you can ask the Life Whispering Institute for help if you ever get stuck. So all of that is part of becoming a facilitator. Okay, so that is the roadmap. Any questions around the roadmap? Do we need any clarity? Rashmi, did that answer your question? Is that good? Okay, cool. That roadmap we will email out with this recording. That roadmap, if you are already in our body whispering group or CP group, is available to you in the WhatsApp chat, but we'll resend it today. And if you have any questions, I've got like 1-2 more minutes before we wrap up. Do we have any questions? I'll just check the Facebook chat as well. Okay. All right, if you guys are happy, if that's answered your questions, we can stop there. If you know that you're planning on doing certified practitioner training and you have not yet registered, please do so in the next 2 days. Please, we love it when you join us, even if it is last minute. But what happens if it's last minute is sometimes you will say, I can't find the links. I don't know when the time is. I'm not getting the manual. I haven't downloaded the manual in time. We want to set you up for success. So please register in the next few days. So that Thursday, bright and early for Europe and around morning time for India and the Middle East, we are starting. If you're in Australasia, we're starting in the afternoon, evening time, half a day on Thursday, and then 3 full days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this time next week, Monday, you could be an advanced practitioner. You could be one of our certified practitioners, ready to go, ready to share your work with the world, and ready to, you know, build yourself up to either becoming a facilitator or really just enhancing your skills as a practitioner in any modality, and using body whispering to really allow your skills to grow and allow your message, like your work in the world, is a gift. And what we want to do is facilitate you having a greater voice with that work and having the support not only to do the classes, because there's lots of classes available, there's lots of modalities, and there's lots of advanced classes within all modalities. But one of the things that I found was missing, was the structure of how to use all of these advanced skills to actually create a result and to actually step out of my own blocks around visibility, communication, being willing to make money with this. And that's actually inbuilt into our trainings as you advance, because it's half the work. There's no point you being the most advanced, intuitive, naturally born genius of a healer, and you don't talk about it to anyone, you don't share your work, and there's no way for people to find you because you have all these other blocks. Okay, so we want you to A, embody your advanced healing skills, but B, be able to take it out into the world and help change the lives of other people as well as your own with this work. So always excited, always grateful for this opportunity. Really looking forward to CP. It's one of our final classes of this year. We have this. We have baby whispering facilitators coming up at the end of the month. If you like working with children, if you want to specialize in working with children or families as a baby whisperer, one of our niche modalities will allow you to facilitate the baby whispering class. So you become a body whispering CP. You can also then attend the baby whispering facilitators class, 20th and 21st of October, this month, October. And you will be able to then also say you specialize in working with babies, pregnant women, children up to the age of 12. It's a pretty full-on class, as you can imagine, but it's a lot of fun and very, very rewarding. So we're doing that. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. So thank you so much. And I'll see some of you this weekend. Take care. Bye.